great question was asked and I'm going to share it with you. How do you currently use your website to make money? And where do you think you're leaving money on the table? Websites are very complex and they're a beautiful necessity in business. How do you use your website to make money? I think the fact that you have a website is a great first way. Your website itself is not making money as a service-based individual. However, it allows me to have social proof, have a greater ranking on Google if I'm doing it correctly, right? In the beginning, it is just sharing my services. My website functions more as a platform for people to get to know me and my services before they decide that they want to work with me. The way that I use my website to make money is I make sure that whatever I create, whether it's on YouTube or a podcast, that I am sharing and mentioning my offerings, my services, my coaching, my Latinas Empowering Latinas membership, a lot of the resources that I offer, because I believe in doing that. And I believe in sharing what I use. And because I use them and I believe in them and I'm sharing them anyway, I am an affiliate for a lot of things. That is another way that I use my website, is when I am sharing some of the tools. Some of them are affiliates. The people trying my link get a free trial or get a discount, and in return, the company reward me for sharing them. A lot of people have that in different ways, and that is one way that my website is making money. My website also has and highlights my services. I have courses for entrepreneurs. I have courses for therapists. I have documents for therapists, and I have a self-esteem program. That was the first thing. Again, it's not necessarily generating money, but it is leading to the generation of money eventually. Where do I think I'm leaving money on the table? I would say sometimes it's challenging, and I'm thinking like at all stages of business, of how to set up a sales page, how to set up a sales page that converts, what needs to be on a conversion sales page. I think it's important to have testimonials. It's important to offer different ways for people to work with you, different tiers of services. Leaving money on the table when you're not highlighting all your services, when you're not offering, right? When you're not sharing resources, when you're not collecting an email list. Your website is one piece. The goal is to get people on your email list, because you don't own social media. And while you can see how many people are visiting your website, if they are not signing up for something, if they're not signing up for your email list, people take a long time to get to know you, and they need to be exposed to you and your offerings and be offered your offerings several times before they are ready to buy. Unless they feel like they have a relationship with you or they really know you well, they need to build that know, like, and trust factor. Part of that know, like, and trust factor comes up with sharing something with them, whether it's a bonus or just join my newsletter, but really offering tips or offering resources. And in exchange for those tips and resources, they give you their email address. Because we don't own social media, because social media's algorithm is always changing, because all of the other platforms we don't know, we don't have access to them, right? YouTube, right? If you're watching this on YouTube or you're listening to the podcast, unless you're subscribed to the channel or the podcast or on my email list, you're not going to know that there is a new episode unless you've subscribed. But if you're on my email list, guess what happens? Once one of these episodes is released, I also send out an email to say, hey, this is what I'm sharing with you today. Here are the resources I'm sharing with you. I created something special. I think that that is a great way. I think people are leaving money on the table if they don't have a newsletter that is aligned with their ICA, their niche, that leads them to the services that they need, that they want to sell. Other than that, I would say even just answering the question for people, how are you leaving money on the table? Do you know that you're leaving money on the table on your website? Let me show you where that is, and let me show you how to fix it. I think that would be a great tool to share with people. I hope this video helped.